Well, welcome back, everyone. We take a look here again at the more localized zoom on Storm Scan 3, and at the moment it's mainly clouds, but there are a couple of showers that have been rolling on through. We've certainly seen that since this morning. Thankfully, it's nowhere near as soggy of a lunch break for us as we had yesterday, but the same storm is still causing these problems. It's pretty evident, right? You can see that counterclockwise circulation, rotating showers back into our region once more. So while we're not in the clear, it's better than yesterday for the reasons that we talked about earlier in the show. But I do have better weather news for you. It's not all perfect, but it does get better here. So storm number 1 pulls away. High pressure, the giant H looming in the distance. That's going to pass to our south, but it's still keeping control of our weather for one day. Now, there is a new cold front that's going to cross the area Wednesday night into Thursday. That triggers additional scattered showers. Nothing major out of that. But that is already going to be our next opportunity for wet weather as early as tomorrow night into Thursday morning. So thankfully, it's just a minor event, but I can't promise you this stretch of nice days. I really wish I could. Meanwhile, let's just bring it back to the rest of this afternoon. Here we go. A couple of these scattered showers are likely to cross the area in the next few hours. So that's why I say just keep the umbrella with you. You don't want to get caught in this. At least it's not the deluge of yesterday, but it's still widespread enough and even moderate in intensity enough that I want you to have some kind of wet weather gear ready, especially this little guy that rolls through. But it does look to me like the fills are going to play here without any problems. I'll have that forecast for you in a second. Then we do clear it back out courtesy of that high pressure building in. Quick check on a coastal flood advisory that actually only goes for about another half hour and change here. It's specific to the tidal Delaware River down to the Commodore Barry Bridge. So any roads that typically tend to flow out of or flood out anytime we have heavy rain events like we've recently had, Kelly Drive, MLK, you could end up with some minor issues trying to travel. So don't be shocked by that. But high tide has since finished. It wrapped up actually at noontime. So that should be a problem that goes by the wayside for the rest of the day. One really, really great thing about the rain, though, is this. The fact that the allergy levels are much, much lower. Now, it's not perfect. It's still pretty high with tree pollen, moderate with grass, moderate with mold, especially given all the rain lately. But you don't have any issues. So that's a good thing. But just keep in mind that with time, we'll eventually end up with those levels rebounding again. It is the season, right? Here is picture proof that we actually are seeing a little bit of sun. It's not everywhere, but you do have some blue sky breaking through. This is Cape May, and we've seen that kind of off and on throughout the course of the morning. So it's just nice. It feels like it's been a really long time, too, that we've seen a pretty view like this in our local area. So it's a sight for sore eyes and more of what we're going to see come tomorrow. And again, these rebounds are taking place here. It's gradual improvement, but it's improvement. We're seeing the temperature change of 4 degrees in the surplus here in the city. That equates to right now 54 degrees, and we're calling for a high of about 60 later on this afternoon. Quickly get past that Phillies forecast, give you the 7-day here again. I think the Phils play with nothing more than a shower in the area, but every day gets warmer and warmer, and the weekend doesn't look all that bad. So, Jim, I know you always have yard work. I think you'll be just fine.
I do. Saturday looks fine.
Ending.
It really does.
I'm thrilled about this forecast. After the past few days that we've had, fantastic.
Yes, good outlook.